just give me a couple inches here. Just move this back a little bit. Thank you, thank you. All right, we're now joined by driver the number 88, Amp Energy National Guard Chevrolet, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Dale, your thoughts about coming back here to race at Indy?
Well, it's I think we ran pretty good here last year. We had an engine failure or something there that took us out of the race, but we were running in the top 10 most of the day, and hopefully we've learned something since then that can help us improve and have us a good weekend. I really like the racetrack and have fun racing here.
You have to be so patient here, and passing here is so difficult. Will the different spoiler mean maybe more drafting this year, maybe some more fun in the turns?
I think the race will look identical to what it did last year.
Do you like racing on this type of track, a big flatter track, or just one that it's like, okay, I like the high bank, shorter tracks better, or where does this rank as far as where you like to race?
Well, bank tracks are a lot more fun as a driver, I think, but the history of this track and the unique shape of it compared to what we're usually running on makes it a little bit of interesting change of pace.
What's your strategy here to try to get up front?
But do what the car will let me do. Yeah.
Look at this racetrack. It seems like the guys who win here often. What is it about those guys where they can kind of pick up on something and learn competitively where guys like you and Kyle are still trying to push through?
Yeah, the guys that win here often, obviously, they enjoy the track and the track suits them, but they have they found something unique in the car itself as well to help that's worked for them over the last several years or whatever. The teams that are consistently fast here, normally it's a package of both there, where the driver is feels real comfortable with the track and the team's putting a good car in them.
How much do you pay attention to the points? Ignore it right now?
Yeah, I mean, you pay attention to it about as I pay attention to it from day one. Really, it's about the same all year.
You're so close. I mean,
Yeah,
how much does it matter to you whether you're in or out 1 week or the next? Obviously,
well, you want to be in all the time. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
There was a lot of talk coming into this season about personnel changes that were made within the 88 with engineering and stuff. Now we've got this far into the season. Do you feel like those changes helped you guys, and do you think they maybe hurt the 5 team?
I think they helped us because we're running better and we're better in the points and much more competitive than we were last year. It's hard to tell what effect it really had on the 5 team. Obviously, they're not running as good, so it's easy to point to that. We really just took Chris Heroy from the team. I think everything else pretty much stayed the same. They've ran good, and then they've struggled at times too. But I've asked Mark if he felt like that was what had caused their struggles, and he doesn't think so. I think that they're just kind of in the same boat we are, where we're just missing a piece or two. And you'll have it one year, or you'll have it at some point, and then it'll just be gone. And there's no explanation. It's really puzzling how that happens, and it's really, really hard to get back.
Winning is always special, but what would it mean to win this one?
Well, it's a big event. It's a big track and with a lot of history, and a lot of publicity goes along with winning here. So it'd be great for our team, our sponsors, and our whole group as a whole would benefit from it.
Your take on the Edwards race last year? You've obviously been in situations similar to that where you're trying to get around somebody or somebody's trying to get around you. Did you see anything in particular that you thought was out of line? Were you okay with the penalties?
Well, I don't really have a whole lot to say about it. I just, I feel like that what people witnessed that night's been a part of the sport for a long time, like it or not. Guys run over each other sometimes, and I feel like that NASCAR did a good job how they handled it, and you really they reset the points and everything basically, which was a good deal because you really can't undo what's been done as far as the results and who won and who was wrecked and who finished where. So I thought it was handled well, and but that's been a part of the sport for a long time. And it was obviously I guess it was a little too obvious there, but some cases are more obvious than others, but that's been happening for a very long time in the sport, and it's just part of it. I think just meeting the different personalities in the military, all the soldiers, and hearing some pretty unique stories about them personally. I find a lot of interest in that. And for some reason, I don't know why, but with the military, you really get to understand the chain of command and the uniform of their business and how they work and how they're organized and how things happen and how they choreograph whatever they do, whether it be an appearance or something that I'm involved with them. And I think I get to see the infrastructure a little bit easier and a little bit more understandable than you do with a corporate company who at the same time, it's not that important to know all that stuff, but it's a little easier to see with the military. So that's pretty interesting, and there's a lot to be learned there because they're really professional about a lot of things. So it's pretty fun to see all that, and that kind of stuff kind of rubs off on you. If you're like me, being an owner in the Nationwide Series, a lot of the things that I learned from how they do business rubs off on how I do business, so it helps me. Well, I try to. I think you do. I think I like to feel more a part of them than to represent them. I guess I feel more one of the guys than anything. But I just try to do the best I can to be professional, and not do anything that would put them in a bad light or anything like that. So I try to keep my head on my shoulders.